Hello, this is Type 1 Tony, and I'm starting a YouTube channel. It's gonna talk about my life, having diabetes, and all that kind of stuff. So, the first video I really want to do was before anything else was my diagnosis story. So, we're gonna get right into diagnosed almost quite a while ago. I got diagnosed when I was 14. Yeah, because that was 2013. I was 14 at the time, and yeah, it was a weird way how I found out. I was in school, in my high school one day, and then something happened to me and I had to go to the nurse. So I went to the nurse's office and I just was feeling sick all around. I was tired all the time. I went to the bathroom all the time. I had a really bad stomach ache. I had a headache out of this world. Like, I had massive headaches. And on top of that too, I couldn't see that well. So my vision was a little blurred. So I'm just like, I don't know what's going on in me, man. Like, I don't know. So nurse is like, you know what, let me just do a test and everything around. So she tested my blood pressure. My blood pressure was good. She did a weight check. My weight, like, I was always chunky, so no matter. And then she tested my glucose. So she came to me and she looked at me and she was like, have you eaten anything sweet? And I'm just like, I had like maybe this much of some cinnamon sugar that we made inside food nutrition class. So I'm like, I only had this much of cinnamon sugar. So no, and I didn't even eat lunch. Like, I came straight to from my food nutrition class. And she was like, you sure? And I'm just like, yeah, I'm sure. And then she was like, well, I think we need to call your mom. And I'm just like, I literally only had a slight accent inside class. Like, it ain't that serious to go and call my mom. And she was just like, well, I think you have diabetes. I'm just like, what are you talking about? And she was like, yeah, your glucose is like 300, 400. I'm just like, 300, 400 what? At the time I didn't understand nothing about diabetes. I'm just like, what does 300, 400 means? Like, what does that mean to me? And then she sat down, she explained to me, and she was like, a normal person glucose between like 80 and like 100. You at 400, friend, like 400 and something. So they called my mom, and my mom came to school like what's going on? And I'm just like, I don't know, I hear apparently I have diabetes. So we went to my doctor and he got tested and everything. I did the ketones test and it came back that I had so much sugar in my urine that I couldn't leave the doctor's office. So I sat there for like, I think 5 hours just on drip, getting dripped into. They were dripping some kind of solution to like wash out the sugar, and I had to pee all the time, and it was just crazy. And then he came in, he was like, your A1C is like 18. I'm just like, what is an A1C? Like, can you explain this terminology to me, please? I'm not understanding. So he's just like, basically, you got diabetes. We don't know what's going on with you. You gotta take insulin and you gotta take care of yourself. And I'm just like, how do I do all of this? What do I do all of this? So from there, I sat and cried and bawled for like a week straight, because I'm just like, this is a whole new world for me. I gotta take injections, and I'm scared. At the time I was super scared of needles. Like, needles was the worst thing you could ever tell me I had to take. So I'm just like, I have to take injections all by myself. I just don't know. Like, I don't know. I gotta change my diet, even though I never used to eat like that before I got diagnosed. I was hungry, but only at night. But I slept most of the time anyway. So it was just a lot going on at that time. But I'm happy because I had a nurse at my school. She was amazing, man. She referred me to one of the only clinics in the Bahamas without an endocrinologist. So I got like this antibodies test or something, and it showed that I was type 1 diabetic. And I learned how to do, what is it called? Sliding scale. I learned the sliding scale method, and I got like all that kind of treatments. But man, getting diagnosed with diabetes is not fun. It's one of the biggest changes anyone has to make in their life, and it's crazy. And the crazy part about it is that when I first got diagnosed, a lot of people were just like, oh, you ate too much sugar, oh, you need to stop eating sugar. And I'm just like, but my pancreas just decided to say, hey, forget about you, I'm out, bro. Like, I'm gone. So what do you expect me to do if my pancreas just leaves? You know? And it's just so much miscommunication with it that it's crazy. You have to learn everything and then reteach people on a daily basis on this is why I can't do this, or you know. But from there I went to a place called Diabetic Research Institute in the Bahamas, and man, that's where I met my doctor. I call him Dr. G because he is a G, he's an OG. And from there it was just like magic. I went to every Saturday they had like a kids club thing going on. So every Saturday I would go to the kids club and I would learn how to carb count and how to take injections and diabetic foot problems and how to be a teen with diabetes. And I met so much different people when we had like World Diabetes Day, and we had different kind of stuff going on. So I met people in my age bracket who had type 1 diabetes. When I say people now, I only talk about maybe like five, because the Bahamas is only so big with type 1 diabetes, you know. So I met amazing people there, and I ended up going on the Dexcom system, which I no longer use, but that's another video. And yeah, I met amazing people. I met amazing doctors. I had multiple doctors. I had endocrinologists, I had family physical therapists, people, just doctors, a lot of doctors. But the biggest thing I'm grateful for is that in the Bahamas we do have an institute like Diabetic Research Institute, and with that specific institute is just for people with diabetes, educating diabetes, helping diabetes. There's a free clinic, there's a free nurse, there's a lot of free things. So I'm grateful for that. I'm really grateful for that. But yeah, that's my whole experience with getting diagnosed and all that fun stuff and all that diabetes thing. So yeah, see you in my next video, and I hope you are ready for this channel.